Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio. 436-17419-531-6097 www.jcscomicsandmore.com. On Instagram at JC's Comics More on also. And I'd like to thank Chuck for doing a really smash job. He's a really good job getting these boxes open for me. Now, see what else. This is box number 2 of 4. Did my 60-pound box, and then we got this box here. So we'll see what's in this box here. And of course, we do have some comics that will be available next week, as they sent us both this and next week's books. There's not many comics coming out next week. Had well over 100 titles this week. 8 next week. Epic fail for the industry. Some of these comics should come out next week. People are going to be coming in looking for comics, and you want to have comics. It's not like they're going to have money next week, or the money next week that they're going to set aside for those comics. You need to split these comics up. Really bad of you guys, Marvel and DC and Dark Horse and all the companies involved. But here's one of the covers for Infinity Wars, Fallen Guardian. Of course, as before, they do have Stan's name at the top there. And I think they should do this for an entire year, not just for a month. And again, you look on the inside, man, what kind of great tributes. And what do they have of Stan? Blank black pages. One picture of Stan. Black pages. This is your tribute to Stan Lee. You should be ashamed of yourselves, Marvel. You should be ashamed of yourselves. DC, the other companies will have a better tribute than what you guys have. You should be very ashamed of yourselves. Fantastic Four variant, villains variant on Season's Beatings. We got Kang the Conqueror. So he makes an appearance there. This is a Christmas themed book, and we'll have to read that and see how this goes. See how it is. We did get, this is coming out next week, not this week, the special 650th issue of Fantastic Four, actually Fantastic Four number 5, The Wedding of the Ben and Alicia. I read that. It was pretty cool. Adam Hughes did a story in there. Adam Hughes did actually artwork. How great is that? This is cover C of James Bond. I was just talking to somebody earlier that was here. I was asking about J. Scott Campbell. And talking about J. Scott Campbell as far as artwork, and it's like he doesn't do artwork anymore. All he does is covers pinups. And I mentioned Adam Hughes. I mentioned Alex Ross also, and Art Adams. It's actually nice to see Adam Hughes doing artwork. I wish the others would do some artwork as well. Just one issue a year. Just one issue a year. That's all I ask for. This is Darth Vader number 25. This is the Galactic Icons variant. The final issue has C-3PO on it. So we had BB-8, R2, and C-3PO on the final 3 Galactic Icon variants. So those will be sought after, I am sure. Got the new issue of Exo Sisters, issue number 3. This is the cover A. It's been a fun book so far. We've got the cover E. The cover E on Betty and Veronica Forever. Fast friends forever. And Betty is just, man, she is hot looking as ever. They say Veronica, but look at that. Betty's the one. She's the Mary Jane. Or the Ginger. Or no, not Ginger, Mary Ann. She's the Mary Ann. Here we got Wonder Woman Volume 7. The Volume 7 trade. This might be coming out, or might be next week. I'm going to have to check my invoice, because all DC has on next week's schedule are trade paperbacks. So that might be something that actually next week is available. We've got this is issue 4 of Burnouts. This is cover B. I've got one copy of it, so that'll get set aside for a customer. He was stressing that he could not get, afraid that he might not get the issue, so I'm making sure I've got that set aside for him. Batman number 61, Nightmares. We'll see again if this picks up to where Thomas Wayne, or if they're going to ignore it and come back to it later. That this should be with Thomas Wayne, Batman finding out that Thomas Wayne beat Alfred's ass. We shall see. We shall see if they pick it up, or if they're going to make us wait. If they make us wait, that's really bad on Tom King. But I better watch what I say about Tom King. He's an ex-spook, and you might not see me doing these videos anymore, that something bad happened to JC, then you know Tom King's responsible. You got cover D of Red Sonja. We've got some of the, and we get the rest of the issues out of here. We've got the rest of the connecting covers to Extermination, number 5. I have not had a chance to read this yet. Cyclops supposedly was killed on the last issue, so you've got Groot on the cover there. I mean, it's Crystar, the Crystal Man. I mean, it's Iceman. It's Iceman. That's who it is. It's Iceman. But I can't wait to read this. This has been a very good series thus far. Okay. Got the rest of my Batman 61 covers there. So we check the other side here. And I see X-Force number 1, the blank covers. And again, these companies, sometimes they've recently been putting these protective covers on the blank covers. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. This time they have. I wish they would be a little bit more consistent with this. But X-Force will be due next week. Available next week. Cannot sell it this week. Variant cover for Darth Vader number 25. Unfortunately, the last issue of this current series. Here we have West Coast Avengers. Issue number 6. This West Coast Avengers title is absolutely nothing like the West Coast Avengers title that came out in the 80s. The one that came out in the 80s was so cool. This West Coast Avengers series, I'm sorry, has been very, 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 very lame. I'm sorry. If you enjoy it, I'm glad you enjoy it, but I think it's been very, very lame. Cover B of Kiss, Blood and Stardust. We've got issue number 5 of the Punisher with the Fantastic Four villains. I believe that's Terminex. You know, a lot of these have been close up. They need to have pulled and you see full body shots. Because somebody actually might think it's a Skrull since he's got a green face. But I'm pretty sure that's Terminex. I've got, and unfortunately I see that we have some damaged copies here. Got some damaged copies. It's something I've not had the pleasure or the dissatisfaction of reporting. But this is Grim Fairy Tales cover C, and these are damaged. Let me check those Punishers real quick because they might as well be damaged. And I do see that there are a couple of copies that are damaged. So that's really, really sad. Sad to hear that, or to see that we got some damaged copies here. I was really happy to be reporting no damaged copies for a while. But unfortunately, that streak has come to an end. So we'll just have to wait and see what the rest of the comics in this box are looking like. I see we have the Scotty Young covers to Fantastic Four number 5 or Fantastic Four number 650, depends on how you look at it. And so we've got those Scotty Young cute little covers there. And I was talking about J. Scott Campbell just a little bit. Here's the J. Scott Campbell Conan versus cover. So you've got Conan versus the X-Men. You got Storm in her sexy and Rogue in her sexy Savage Land outfit. And of course you can say the X-Men are in their buff little outfits as well. But you got these J. Scott Campbell covers. These will be cover price on issue number 6. But somebody just came in, so we're going to pause this and go see if we can help them. Okay, we are back. We've got the new American Carnage from Vertigo. I have not had a chance to read that series yet. But I am going to try to, sometime in the next few days, try to sit down and give this a read through. And we do have a few more copies of that American Carnage. Got one of the new Zorro number 1s. And we see we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 12 here. It just came out last week, but here's the newest issue, Amazing number 12, and Ryan Otley cover. Although this reminds me a lot of Eric Larson. The new Amazing Spider-Man series has not been too bad so far. And let's see. Got J. Jonah Jameson, lots of villains there. So, looking forward to sitting down and giving this a good read through. Yeah, see, we do have the cover B's of a book that was due a year ago, last December, from Dynamite. John Wick number 4. I'm not sure what the problem with this title was, why it took so long, but that is late, very, very late. You've got the Fantastic Four villains, and for whatever reason, they've got Thundra down as one of the villains. She plays a very cool part in the latest issue of Fantastic Four that's out next week, issue 650, The Wedding of Raiden and Alicia. And I won't tell you what it is, but it has artwork by Adam Hughes, so you know what to expect there. And also, that was issue number 6 of Infinity War. Got the Defenders, Best Defense. Got the Dow variant cover, so I'll set that aside. I know somebody's going to want that. Here we have the cover A on Season Beatings with Deadpool. We've got the Scotty Young X-Force number 1 covers. Those will be out next week, available next week. Cannot sell them this week. They'll be available next week. Here's the other cover on the cover B on Steven Universe. We've got Weapon H, number 11. Looking forward to giving that a read through. We've got one of the party variants for Fantastic Four, number 5, which is issue 650. That's probably a 1 per shop. Got another Zorro cover. Make sure that gets set aside for a customer. And we got Michael Bendis's cover, and with David Mack artwork. Good to see David Mack doing work. Cover B of James Bond. And so we got cover A, excuse me, of John Wick. From Albatross Comics, we got Grumble number 2. We got 2 copies of that. Did not order very many copies of that. Not a lot of faith in that. We have issue number 2, and this is cover B of Josh Wheaton's Firefly. Got number 56 of Harley Quinn. This is cover A. Very cool cover there. Got some more number 6s. This is the last connecting cover for Infinity Wars number 6. So if you have all connecting cover, you can all put them together and form one big picture. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 34. Got that set aside for a customer. See, we've got the issue 6 of Catwoman. This is an Art Germ cover. She's been naughty to Santa. Look at him. He's all tuckered out. She's been so naughty to him. Poor guy. She's got his hat on and everything. Man, that's a night he's never going to forget. See, we have one of the favorite comics for my shop steward customer that comes in. He just cannot wait to get enough of these My Little Ponies. And also, look, got Scooby-Doo. Room for one more. It's Dracula. And then we have the cover A's of Josh Whedon's Firefly #2 right there. Aries, this is for a poll customer getting set aside. And here we got the Defenders Best Defense #1. This is the last of that 5-issue crossover with the Immortal Hulk, Namor, Doctor Strange, and the Silver Surfer. Book set aside for a customer, Infinity. I think that's Infinity 8. So this is not even going out on the stands. The same with this here, Apama. So we've got that. We'll order copies for people as long as we know that they're interested. We will order you a copy. That's cover A of James Bond from Dynamite. That has come out on time, whereas again, John Wick has not come out on time. We've got the cover B to the Exorcisters from Image. And we got the Freedom Fighters from Dynamite. This is cover A of Freedom Fighters. I'm looking forward to reading this. Very looking forward to reading that. And we're almost through this box here. And of course, if you do like these videos, certainly subscribe. And when you do subscribe, be sure to smash the bell for notification. Here's the cover B for cover from Bendis. Here is the cover A's on Kiss, Blood, and Stardust. Cover B to Red Sonja. A beautiful cover there. So we've got Punisher #5. Looks like Frank is taking on Hydra, what's left of Hydra. We've got Marvel Knights 20th Anniversary, issue 4. This is the connecting cover. See Doctor Doom, see the Black Panther on there. Grimm's Tales of Terror. This is the cover A. We've got a copy set aside for 2 of my customers. And we've got the cover C of Burnouts. So again, I make sure that one of those copies gets set aside for one of my poll customers. Again, if you like these videos, certainly subscribe. And when you do subscribe, be sure to smash that bell for notifications. And thanks for watching.